Why can't I hear anything? Anyways, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cheese Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Brian, and tonight I am joined with Mr1stDown
That's me.
himself,
If it ain't broke,
Sam.
don't fix it. But I am quite broke.
He couldn't get his headphones to work. I couldn't get my intro to work, so we're kind of,
Yeah,
we're
we are shoelacing it right now, everybody.
we're limping through the opening part of this podcast. But
Oh, amen.
yeah, as most of you guys know, I have had the chance to meet him in public. He was in Green Bay for the NFL draft this last year.
He
Stuck
acknowledged.
out, stuck out like a sore thumb, but obviously, it's great meeting up and a ton of people there and pretty crazy. But I think all in all, it was a pretty good setting.
Oh yeah,
Um,
had a good time.
so fast forward to last weekend was the first weekend of preseason football. Not much for me to talk about for the Packers. Positive, they pretty much got was it 30-7 or something like that. I think
And
there was some wrestling event on, wasn't there last weekend? Some
uh,
WWE.
yeah, it was SummerSlam, I think. Yeah, SummerSlam.
Yeah, we were watching that, so it just whatever.
I'd rather see fake fighting than football at this moment. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I mean, I was going back and forth in the scene.
Sure.
It's kind of painful to watch, and yeah,
It's great. It's great to have wrestling back, isn't it? Like in a nice place, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mhm.
But what what were your takeaways after the game against the Buccaneers last weekend? Did you really?
I mean, you take away what you can. That field was rough. Once they pointed out how rough that field was, they got Cam out of there pretty quickly. Uh, they had him down to only like 14 snaps. I know they wanted to take him out before then, but you know these things happen. They were kind of fooling around the first time. You could tell because it was like deeper throws all the time and not really a lot of stuff. Today's game, they took away all of his weapons and put the rookies out there. So it's been messy, not blocking correctly and stuff like that. But that's what you do, right? You got to get these guys to realize that, this is your job on the game and everything like that. This is what you have to do. And that's, boy, that's a lot of work. I'm sitting there. It's kind of fun though. I mean, we're getting closer to it, and here we are. And I've got the Titans are playing right now in Atlanta, and it's one step closer. But I don't make a big deal out of preseason. There's certain things that you can look at and say how tangible that is, and but a lot of it, what you're watching is just you know, we're going to try this. It's probably not going to work, but we're going to give it a shot and just see what it looks like and stuff like that. But you and I have vets. We've done this plenty of times when it comes to preseason football.
Right, and I know, like for me, I guess a few things that stuck out to me was I know I was on your show. Was it last Friday?
Yeah, it was last Friday.
And I talked about how I was excited for like Miko Hardman. He crapped the bed. He had like a muff punt. He had drop passes, and it's just like, man. But you see him in practice, he's just burning corners. He's burning coverage, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like people are like, oh, they should just get rid of him and cut him. But I think they keep him because of his experience and his speed.
Sure.
He's like a smaller like a version of it reminds me of like Percy Harvin. He's like
Right.
a specialist that if he gets free, he's gonna bust some coverages. But I'm gonna ask you, how much do you get out of preseason? I mean, as a fan, do you just kind of be like, oh, they're just kind of kind of tinker in their offense, see how much they can show without showing everything, you know?
Right. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, I used to be like just gun ho, never miss a game, blah blah blah. I mean, I have it on in the background right now, but it's not like Cam Ward's not playing, right? So like, it, there's nothing really to look at. The only reason I would watch preseason this year is just because I haven't seen Cam Ward in a professional setting. I want to see it. I want to see what it looks
Right.
like. So that's about the only reason. But now you've got guys like. Uh, Brandon Allen and back up, and Trevor Simeon, and a bunch of these rookie wide receivers we drafted running around like a chicken with their head cut off and stuff like that. So the only thing you can really take away from it is your talent and see how well they look in certain areas. And the crazy thing, though, is you find out that sometimes the coaches put them in uncomfortable things on purpose. Hey, I've never played this position before. Well, you're going to give it a shot and throw them out there and
To
stuff like
see how
that.
they adjust, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
see how they adjust. It's like they're calling a vanilla defense because you don't want to show your blitzes and
right?
everything. So the defense is already on edge because they're not really sending anybody.
Yeah,
Um, and if they are, it's a delayed blitz, and it's a guy that needs to practice blitzing. It's just kind of what it is. But like I said, you and I have done this so many times. Cam Ward got off after 3 drives here, so it was like, okay, well, that's all I needed to see. You know what I
right.
mean? Like,
You mentioned Trevor Simeon, and when I
mhm.
think of him, I think of how he robbed the bankroll of the Denver Broncos.
Oh yeah,
He should
yeah.
be in jail for fraud.
He should be, but hey, I mean, he was Mr. Irrelevant,
Yeah,
and kudos to him for overcoming that. But yeah, he totally wrecked, stole the bank on that one, stole the Brinks truck in Denver, no, for sure. I remember, man, because I thought, oh my gosh, they found themselves a steal when you saw him play. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's got it, and then he like I don't know. Then it was like 3 interceptions, and you're like, oh, right back down to earth. That was during that troubled time in Denver where they had Brock Osweiler and
yeah.
stuff like that. Trying to figure out what to do after post Manning era. You know.
One thing that I guess another thing that stuck out to me is like on the last play for Jordan Love, how he hit his left thumb on a helmet, I think it was, and
It was
he
a
had like a ligament or whatever, and he had surgery this past week and whatnot, and then you got like ESPN Milwaukee's like, oh, he's injury prone and this and that, and
oh Lord.
it's just so funny to see how the media just jumps down like these quarterbacks all the
Any
time. And
storyline, man, they will grab any storyline they can and hold on to it for dear life, right?
especially hometown, I mean home state, ESPN affiliate. It's just you know
And
guys
then
sitting there just dogging the Packers, and he's wearing like a Jordan Love jersey. It's like, come on, man.
right. It's the same down here, right? Your morning talk show has to talk about it, your afternoon talk show has to talk about it, your night talk show has to talk about it. And it's you get like worn down and sometimes I can just listen to a little bit of sports radio because there are people that like know football and then there's people that are trying to learn football, you and me. Oh, look, a cheesy background, so cheesy. And then you got these people that are just able to call in, right, and say whatever they want, and they clearly have no idea how the game works. And it's a bunch of guys that root for the college team from Wisconsin. Why aren't they drafting more Badgers? Why aren't they? They. So sports radio to me is I'm just like, oh, what a goodness gracious. I try not to listen to it as much as possible. I
Yeah,
rather listen. I
two
rather
of the
listen.
good guys that I like to listen to is Mason Crosby is on I think ESPN Milwaukee, and
Mm,
Mark Tauscher, former Packer lineman. He's a Wisconsin boy, so yeah,
oh, good.
he backs the Packers. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's always nice to have those guys commenting and actually know what the hell they're talking about
Oh
versus
yeah. When you have like the people on the radio that know what they're talking about, it's great. It's not just some shock jock from New York, or something like that. Ugh.
which leads me to my next question is what reporter slash network just drives you nuts?
Oh boy, how much time you got? I mean, we can go right down the list. You can look at it as, I mean, I guess a lot of the national media guys, some of them, a decent amount of them know what they're talking about, right? I listen to around the NFL podcast and stuff. I don't think there's a dummy there among them, but you can tell like these are guys that are just put up on this upper pedestal, and when they get asked something they don't know about, they feel like they have to say something, and it's just nonsense. It's just absolute nonsense, right? So it's like I tell anybody, hey, did you hear this, did you hear that? And I'm like, if it didn't come from Ian Rappaport, I don't want to hear it. Like because he's the only one that seems to know everything about everybody everywhere. So
Yeah,
Ian, Adam Schefter, the guys that are really plugged in. So all these other people are just trying to, you know, be in a
yeah,
submarine and try to catch little pieces that fall down and whatnot. You know.
right. It's always funny, like on X or Twitter, or whatever, when Adam Rank always has his rants about
Oh, Adam
the
Rank.
Packers.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
my goal is to get blocked by him by the start of the
He
season.
loves his Bears. He refuses to accept it. He won't do it. He he should, you know. He should block you because the way he hates the Titans is how much he loves the Bears.
Yeah,
He just that's just how he is. Um, but yeah, you'll catch it all the time, especially like me in a small market team, right? That they I constantly get stepped on. I mean, look at the draft this year. Cam Ward didn't get the time of day, right? You know, uh, I think Ernest asked a question in chat. What do you think of Chris Sims? Chris Sims, I put under the thing of at least he's a
Oh,
quarterback. He's played the game professionally, but Chris, you can tell when he doesn't know he wants to talk about, doesn't know anything he's talking about. He just starts ranting and raving
Chris
about.
Collinsworth drives me nuts.
Oh, Chris Collinsworth is the worst, dude.
Yeah,
He's the worst.
it's like he has to have. I'm not gonna say it
Chris,
on my podcast,
oh
but
no, no, no.
especially,
Here's the guy.
especially when
Here's the
when he's doing the Chiefs. Oh
yeah.
man,
Chris Sims and that whole network can I just roll my eyes. They're just guys. Chris Sims at least played the game, but you could ask around, and people have said it before, he doesn't really grasp the game from a commentator role. So him and that cheeky lawyer he has on with him drive me nuts. Mike
yeah,
Floyd, that's his name.
yeah,
Mike Floyd. Yeah, they don't know anything, and they're always the first one to go, "Oh, this could be true or not," and then they spread a rumor and it spreads like wildfire, and then people are like, "Hey, you were wrong about this." They're like, "Oh, we said when we put it out there, like." You know what you're doing. Stop it. You're trying to get clicks. That's what you're
right.
trying to do. That's what you're
Yeah,
trying to do.
I always seem to be getting this like negative like feel of like ESPN. It's just
Uh-huh.
not just with football, but with like everything. Like Kendrick Perkins in basketball. Yeah, he played, but he just drives me nuts. You know, he has like an agenda he wants to push, and there's certain talking heads on ESPN. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even really. Only time I watch ESPN is like if football's on. You know, other than that
Right.
is I don't watch their sports shows or anything. It just drives me up the wall.
They just push the agenda. That's what they do. They just push the agenda. That's how it
Yeah,
works. Florio is a quick jump on negative. Yeah, no joke, bud. That guy drives me nuts. That guy, we had one of the worst coaches ever in Ken Wisenhunt, and he got mad when the Titans fired him after going only 2 wins in a season, and then went on this epic rant about it. Him and Peter King, and I actually like Peter King, and the Nashville radio station was arguing with Peter King on Twitter, like you're out of your mind. Like,
yeah,
it got so bizarre that it's like you national media people think you know what you're talking about, but you really don't. And
right.
you just think, well, Ken Wisenhunt is a distinguished offensive mind, and he shouldn't be just thrown aside with that. Buddy, it was 2 years, and we have 5 wins to show for it. He's got to go. This is
Yeah.
a man's game. Results matter.
So in the AFC North or AFC South, who do you have taking the division this year?
It's Texans. They're the most established. They've got the talent, and I think they know that as well. The rest of the division, the Titans, the Colts, the Jaguars are all trying to figure it all out at the same time. Which seems to be quite the epidemic around the league. Everyone just trying to figure out how, when, where. Uh, do we draft this guy? Do we let him lead the franchise? There's not, as you know, there's not a good quarterback. There is not a good uh, class of backup quarterbacks anymore. They don't exist.
Yeah.
And if they did exist, they're all on Cleveland's roster. So, uh, the Titans, as long as everybody else, are just waiting until Cleveland makes the move so they could try to probably grab another backup. But it's it's where you are in the league, and it's all about who's going to adapt to it and who's going to make some reaches this year. Some people had us being second in the division. I said, if we're second in the division, I will be overjoyed. I will be absolutely uh, happy about that. But yeah, it's it's where we are right now. The Texans have all the talent, so they are the clear winners of the division.
Yeah, I was reading an article how people are saying that the NFC West is the toughest division in the NFL. Who do you think is better, the NFC West or the NFC North?
I think the NFC North is better because I feel like the NFC West, what is that? That is Rams, 49ers,
The Seahawks and
Cardinals, and
Cardinals.
Seahawks. I feel like several of those teams are on the downturn. And I feel like the NFC North, you have the storied Packers. Go ahead and pump your tires a little bit. The Packers, you have Minnesota, who I would say Kevin O'Connell is one of the better, smartest coaches in the league as far as offense goes. And you've got I won't say the Bears, and you've got Detroit, who's been flexing lately. So I see three teams that are really good, and I see only one or two teams in the NFC West that are actually I could say, hey, that's a good team or whatnot. I think the Rams though are deadly, and people are sleeping on them. I really do.
If Stafford can stay healthy.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, I think I don't know. I see that Rams team and everybody's kind of blowing him off. I'm like, I don't know if I'd do that if I were you.
Yeah, the last thing I saw on social media about the Rams is Garoppolo throwing hospital balls at Avante Adams in practice. So
Hospital Bulls.
have him going across the middle. If he goes and make the catch, he's getting freaking laid out. You know.
It's so crazy. Like, a couple years ago, Devonte Adams, everybody knew who his name was. He was a baller. And then he switched a couple of teams here or there, and I had to look up where he was. I had no clue. I used to keep, like, I had a GPS on that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I knew where he was at all time. And now I had to look up where he was. It's amazing how quick this league will come at you. It's
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
definitely. Yeah, he was. From my understanding, he was building a house in Vegas
Mm-hmm.
before he even got traded from the Packers.
Yeah,
So,
love Derek Carr.
yeah, I mean, it's like I said before. I nothing but love for Devontae Adams. He serviced the Packers great, did his job, never talked bad about whatever, at least in the public eye. So good for him. Go back home in California and retire.
Yeah, absolutely. Live it up, big man.
Right. Which loss haunts you the most?
I mean, the Super Bowl always comes to mind, but honestly, nothing hurts me more. Nothing hurts me more than the the drumming the Patriots gave us in 2009, 59 to nothing. It was the absolute worst, lowest moment of my fandom. I have never that is the lowest I ever felt. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we couldn't do anything. How did we in 2008 we were number 1 in the AFC, and then what a drop. Just absolutely free falled all the way. And I couldn't I couldn't believe it. But that was the lowest I have ever been. It was awful. And luckily they found a way to get back. They were the first team to ever get to 8-8 after dropping so many in a row.
Yeah.
And thanks, Jeff Fisher. Like it or not, he had something to do with it. Um, so that would probably be my lowest moment. I mean, like I feel like the Super Bowl moment, that's just a spectacular moment. You know what I mean? It's a moment caught in time. It hurts, but I mean, that was one hell of a tackle. I got to hand it to the guy. He made a great tackle. But that drumming with the Patriots sits in the back of my head, and I stew on it sometimes and go, my God, what went wrong?
Right.
How bad do you have to be to get 59 to nothing? Not even a field goal. Ooh.
What was your I guess most memorable moment? Was it the Music City Miracle?
Music City Miracle's up there. I was too young though. I was really young when that
Yeah.
happened. I mean, I heard it on the radio. I was crying because Dad was like, "Hey, we're both dads. You do the thing like, hey, sometimes you lose a game, no matter how
Yeah.
hard you play, and he's trying to teach you that good dad lesson." And I remember the play-by-play announcer. All we heard was, "He's got something. He's got something," and my dad's like, "Hold on a second." And he turned it back up, and I remember our old play-by-play guy, Mike Keith, going, "There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle. Tennessee has," and my dad goes, "Sometimes that happens." Like, unbelievable. And he, of course, drove home because we were in the car. He had no idea, what had happened. We had no
Right.
clue. But the most memorable for me, I'll get you one better. Uh, it's definitely taking it to the Ravens in 2019. No one gave us a chance to beat that team in the playoffs, and we went up there and we skunked Lamar and just absolutely lit them up. And Derek just ran them over the entire game. And that was such a crazy moment for me because I never expected to get that far.
Right.
And it's amazing, really, when you think about it. Absolutely amazing.
Right.
Um, yeah, that's about my highest moment. I have all of these little moments, I remember when Ryan Tannehill started and we had to play the Chiefs and we won the game on a blocked field goal, and all those Kansas City Chiefs fans who were like, all of a sudden, all these young people are Kansas City Chiefs fans. Amazing how that happens. And they are just downcast. And I was like, oh my God, we won.
Yeah.
Like, little things like that. I would say my most exciting moment. We were playing the Bills Monday night, and it came down to a 4th and 1, and the Bills didn't get it. No, 4th and inches. If the Bills didn't get it, they lose. Jeffrey Simmons, our defensive tackle, they said Josh Allen slipped. He did not slip. You can actually go back and look. Jeffrey got him with his arm on 4th and inches, and they lost the game because Josh Allen got beat. And I remember Jeff ran out of the pile and he started beating his chest, and we had no idea what happened. There was no call yet, and I saw Jeff slamming his chest with his fist, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, we got him!"
Yeah.
So that was really exciting. No one gave us a chance there either. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm watching my backup quarterback run around like a chicken with his head cut off.
No, I think back to back Packers. Obviously, for me, it was '96 Super Bowl.
Uh-huh. Reggie
And
White holding the trophy up.
Yep, 2010, 2011 season with the Packers when they won um, against the Steelers.
That
I'd have to put in a couple of Aaron Rodgers Hail Marys.
dude.
I was just watching the replay of his game against Detroit where they're trying to like pass it and lateral it backwards and pass it back to Rodgers, and he's running around. He's trying to get back behind the line of scrimmage and throw it in the phantom face mask that was actually a face mask that whatever that I guess my worst losses would have to be 2014 NFC Championship game against the Seahawks when Brandon
Oh,
Bostic fumbled
I
the
remember
onside
that.
kick.
Yeah.
Fail Mary. The NFC Championship game against the Giants at
49ers?
Lambeau. Those two, yeah. And the
I
Niners
hated that one.
with Kaepernick.
Oh, I hated that one. Hated it. Hated it.
I could go on and on.
Because you were the better team. You know what I mean? Like, you were
Yeah.
the better team, and it didn't get done.
And one of the better ones too was when the Packers were down 20-0. When I remember when Aaron Rodgers went to the locker room and came back out, and they ended up coming back like scoring 3 touchdowns, and they had that pass to Randall Cobb going down the field at an angle, and after the game they interviewed Rodgers, and his face is like all like pink and red, and his eyes are just he's on something for the pain. Yeah.
He's thinking about that darkness retreat.
But yeah, there's good and bad games, but the thing that helps me the most is I used to be like a heavy drinker. I remember there was one game, it was a night game during the week, and I was drinking, and Packers, I think they lost, but I remember I was so drunk that I woke up in the middle of the night I was in my recliner. I had like empty beer bottles I shoved down in the cushions of my recliner. I remember getting up
I've
and
done that.
calling in the
Yeah.
work, like calling in PTO day,
Mhm.
and then I woke back up again and called in again. And it's just nice to not have to worry about it anymore because if you got that drunk for all the bad games and your teams that play, it'd be a bad thing, But
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, look, every team's got it. No team's immune from it. You have
right,
the ones that have scarred your brain.
unless you're a Chiefs fan,
Right. I mean, they're just immune for their players getting, you know, not suspended until
yeah,
4 games into the season.
that's an absolute joke if you think about it. Rasheed Rice,
Oh, it's
you
ridiculous.
know, and then
It's
you got
ridiculous.
players that get in trouble for getting caught with a substance that's legal in a lot of states, and then he's getting an automatic 4 game suspension. And Rasheed Rice was like legit found guilty of it, and he might be skipping by the charges.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand why, like, no, and they keep going, oh, there's no favoritism here, and then you do stuff like that, and you're like, well, how is that not favoritism? Can I ask you that question? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I never understood it.
Did you ever see that meme where it was like a gif of Joey Chestnut at the hot dog eating contest, and it says this is Chris Collinsworth whenever he's talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, listen, to you turn that way. Listen, we were the best defense in 2008, and we were absolutely destroyed. We sacked Ben Roethlisberger 6 times, almost in a row, and he literally said this. He goes, "No one takes a sack like Ben Roethlisberger. It's a
Yeah,
negative play, Colin. He didn't get the ball out fast enough. I sacked him. You should be going, man, this defense is tenacious." So, and
yeah.
I remember him saying that, and I remember, what's his name? I can't remember. The guy always went with him. Uh,
Kiriko?
no, maybe I can't remember. Tarico goes, yeah, well, it's a sack, so, and it's their fourth one. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, come on, dude.
I
Yeah,
think when Collinsworth does Chiefs games, I think he doesn't wear pants.
no, I don't think so. Listen, he just loves whoever's hot. He can't let it go. He loves whoever's there, who's the new hotness. I've never seen anyone throw a ball like this. Don't even try to surpass him. This is the greatest ball thrown, and it is by the Muppet head, Patrick Mahomes himself. So, whatever.
Right. What's
Yeah.
your favorite uniform combo for the Titans?
So I'm in the rare camp here. I love to Smurf. Give me all
Yeah.
light blue all the way down, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Don't do that. We lose a lot when we're in light blue." I said, "I don't care. Smurf up, baby." I said, "Tighten up." I say, "Smurf up," and
Yeah.
let's do it. But a lot of people like the icy whites, which I'm wearing, and stuff like that. But I love the all light blue. I've always loved it.
Yeah.
Some people are. Uh, Stagnant in the all navy, baby, all navy. But give me all light blue, and
Yeah.
we're wearing light blue for all the home games this year. So I'm like, sweet, I'll take it.
I like the Packers, the whiteout ones they came out with last year with the white helmet that has like the gold flakes in the helmet.
Yeah, looks good.
Those are pretty cool. I like actually the 1923 uniforms are breaking out this year too, with the leather replica helmet.
Right.
So, which current player has the biggest breakout potential for the Titans this year?
I'll take the easy. I'll take the softball question here, Brian. I appreciate that. Cam Ward.
Cam Ward,
Cam
absolutely.
Ward. He's got. I mean, I love watching him throw. I love watching that release. Boy, like if he puts it all together, and it won't be at the beginning of the season. He'll get it if he gets it together at like week 6 or something like that. I mean, things could really start looking up a lot more quickly than I think they are. And
Absolutely, and I hope it does.
yeah,
Hell yeah,
what a great story that would be! Like if all of a sudden in week 6 he's like going crazy and throwing a bunch of yards or whatever. I would be so flipping happy. I'd be like, finally. Well, so far we made the right choice because Sanders keeps getting speeding tickets that he doesn't pay for.
well,
So
he has. You talking about Shador?
yeah,
He
yeah.
has the oblique injury too.
Oh, now he's hurt. Oh man.
Yeah,
I
I heard
guess
he I
Better
heard
start
he's
that rap career, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, I'll keep in what I was gonna say, but um, what
Look at
Titans
you.
player would you trust to babysit your kids?
Oh boy. Oh man. Currently, oh man, they're I just watched them get into 4 fights against Atlanta during this week. You know what I mean? They're all crazy. You got to go with the quarterback, right? He burps the baby, so I'll let Cam. I'll let Cam take care of him. That's fine with me. No skin off my bones. So
I think for me, like for the Packers, I would probably pick probably obvious, probably Jordan. I mean Jordan Love or Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary's like a big teddy bear, you know,
right.
or Kenny Clark. I don't know. There's a bunch to pick from, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Jordan Love,
Yep.
Eddie George, or Derrick Henry.
Oh, I'm old school. Give me Eddie George. Look, I
Okay,
love Derek. I love everything he did. But there's no way you can go back and look at highlights and tell me that Eddie George was not a dog. That
he
man
was
was a dog. And
Ohio State,
oh
Tennessee.
yeah. But like I remember him getting knocked on his side and his feet would still be churning into that ground, getting
Yep.
as many yards. And I'm sure there's been other players that worked as hard as he did, of course, but to me, I had a front row seat to that guy, and that guy was a machine, an
Right.
absolute machine. It didn't matter if you stacked the box; it didn't matter anything. He just what they call it, 3 yards and a pack of dust, just
Yep.
blurting out behind him. But then it would get like absolutely nutso, and he would start pounding guys and get through and run for a touchdown or stuff like that. Eddie George will always be my favorite. I can't. I can't. I love it. I'll chant his
Sure.
name every time I see him.
Worst Titans draft pick.
Oh God. I don't like these questions anymore. Oh man, Isaiah Wilson, a couple of years ago, never got it together. Um, yeah, he's out of the league, so that takes care of that. You know,
Awesome.
yeah.
First jersey you ever owned.
I owned a Frank Wycheck jersey, the tight end. That was my guy. He died last year. He had brain surgery for CTE, and he tripped down his stairs and he died. It was
Yeah.
just too much trauma to his brain. So I absolutely loved Frank. He was on the radio for years. You knew he had CTE. He was pretty rough. Uh, but Frank Wycheck was my first one. I absolutely loved that guy. He was so much fun. And tight ends were a quarterback safety blanket. Stevie Mack was there, and he was younger, and so Frank was getting all the touchdown throws.
Yeah.
Frank Wycheck, loved him.
Absolutely. What former current Titan would make the best WWE wrestler?
Oh, okay, Kyle Vandenbosch. That guy
What about Arakpo?
Arakpo's up there, but let me tell you something. So TNA Wrestling
Brother.
was down here. Yes, TNA Wrestling started down here in Nashville. Okay, and Kyle Vandenbosch would come on the show and actually slam people. He was a defensive end, and he wore these red contact lenses the whole time. He was a monster. But you can look it up on YouTube. He would come out there and he would wrestle. He was so big and long, and he would just wrestle, throw him, choke slam, the whole shebang. Uh,
Awesome.
Kyle Vandenbosch was like, I was like, he wrestled and he did some cage fighting too. The guy was a monster. He was a big man. I did not want to mess with that man. No.
Absolutely. You're a GM for a day. What's your
Oh,
first move? Who are you going after?
GM for a day. Oh man, I'm probably beginning to uh like if I'm GM right now, I'm
Yeah.
still trying to make this roster work. I'd love to snag a wide receiver off somebody, but right now I need the Browns to release some quarterbacks because I need one to back up Cam Ward. That would be great. I love that. Please let one go. I don't care who it is at this point. Like,
Flacco.
Yeah, if it's Flacco, I would be on that in 2 seconds. You
Yeah,
better offer him the bank. I don't care what you
you
got.
go pick him up.
Yeah, yeah. I'll come get you myself. We'll stop at a Waffle House. We'll have a nice lunch. Whatever works for you. So
Most annoying AFC South fan base.
Jaguars. So what drives me crazy is they have never forgiven us. The year they were trying to go undefeated and go to the Super Bowl, we were the only team that beat them. We beat them twice during the regular season, and then we kicked them out of the playoffs. And they had the much better team. In fact, if you go back and look at the old footage, they had Jaguar stuff already put up before the Titans. It was going to be Jaguars and Rams. They were so
Yeah,
certain of it. And when they got when the Titans whipped them, uh, like they got a safety and everything, and uh, it was just really really awesome that this team just moves into Nashville and starts winning games. So yeah, the Jaguars, they've never forgiven us, and they are so loud and obnoxious. You've heard of Florida Man, right? That's what they are. They're Florida Man. Okay, Florida Man tries to ride dolphin into space.
yeah.
Florida Man.
Whenever you see these crazy news stories, it's always involving someone from Florida.
Oh yeah, 100%, absolutely. Why wouldn't it? So, you know, these guys,
Yeah,
they,
you
they
know.
they are so annoying. I call them litter kitties. That's
Yeah,
all they are. They just whine. And even at the draft, there was one up the draft, and I walked out of the bathroom. And I'm me with the giant. I'm a peacock walking
right.
out. This guy's like, oh great, there goes the neighborhood, and and my Colts fan
Yes.
walks out of the other urinal. He's a Colts fan, and he has his Colts stuff on, and he's like, what an unlikely pairing this is. Like, and I was like, where's the Texans fan? Where is he? It was
Yeah.
There was a Texas fan there. He was so drunk at the draft. He was wasted, absolutely more wasted than me. And I lived at the Captain Morgan tent. And he
Yeah.
said, he goes, "Why do y'all keep drafting quarterbacks named Cam?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Carolina." I'm like, I'm a Titans fan. It's like logo is all over me. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." He finds me 10 minutes later. So you guys less like the name Cam or something? Like he could not remember. Hey, I'm a Titans fan, sir. Oh, my bad. Like,
That's hilarious.
I know, I know. It was fun.
Um, so with your victories this year that you're gonna have as a franchise,
Hmm.
who is winning the games, offense or defense?
I think a decent amount of them will probably be defense because it's the most set as opposed to the offense is a lot of rookies out there. There's a lot of young men out there on offense. Some wily vets on defense. So I'll go defense for that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's a realistic win loss percentage for the Titans this year?
5 or 6, I think, are the most realistic looks for that. Anything above 6, hallelujah, thank you. Uh, I mean, they like I said, they need things to go right for them here. They don't have great depth. Maybe the depth gets better because it's mostly rookies. I mean, this is this is embracing the rebuild. This is what you got to do. You got to hit the reset button and start from scratch. And you got at least you drafted well this year. You drafted well enough last year to have a right tackle. Thank God. And just got to make things done. If you get 6 wins, which I'm telling you, Coach Callahan needs to get 6 wins, or he's probably out. So um, anything above 6 is a blessing. So, but I'll say 6 wins. I think
Okay.
they I think they steal 1 or 2 there.
Based off of that, which games on the schedule are potential statement games?
Week 1 is definitely one of them against the Broncos, right? Bo Nix, is he going to avoid the sophomore slump? Uh, And the other one has got to be the Patriots coming to town with Mike Vrabel. That's got to be circled on everybody in that staff's calendar.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we are not losing this game. We cannot lose this game. He does not just come back in here and flex on us. He's got to be defeated.
He's going to
So,
be walking out with an L.
oh yeah, He's gonna walk. He walks in. He's gonna be walking in, and he's like, "I want this win, boys." And all the boys that love Vrabel are gonna be like, "We got it for you, coach." No, 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 no. He must be stopped. So let it happen. Let it happen, baby. So
What are your thoughts on Brian Callahan as a coach?
I feel a little unfair for the guy. It's hard not to be a little sad, but I mean, he kind of got just handed a big plate of poop, right, and make something happen. And then he goes through there. I think at week 6 we started hearing the rumblings around here, like, "Hey, I don't really like Will Levis. I think he's horrible." I don't think he can be a quarterback in this league. Uh,
Right.
and the GM was kind of forcing him to play. Uh, he was trying to force him to play uh, Will Levis, and so the GM got fired during the offseason. Um, and Callahan's still here. They kept him on. I thought maybe with the new GM and the new front office that they would think about, like, going ahead and just sweeping it clean and trying again. But they must see something in Callahan. But man, I would hate to be him. You had that horrible last season. Now you've got to try to win some games with a rookie and a bunch of other rookies. That seems a little unfair. So, but I feel like we're going to get a way better look at him and his coaching style this year as compared to last year because the talent is better.
Okay. And I think too. He has. Who am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of somebody different. Never mind. Um, I think I know the answer to this, but I'd like you to elaborate.
Mm.
Pumping the tires.
Oh, I'll
Which
just
which which away stadium is a must visit?
dude. Okay, that Atlanta stadium is freaking nice. That is a nice stadium that they're playing in. I love Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Uh, I love the Colts are okay. Uh, it's a little up there that kind of hurts my back a little bit. I hate to admit it because I hate giving them any credit. That Cowboy Stadium's a nice stadium. I'm just saying it's pretty comfy. Um, so, but a must visit for me. I'm going to go Atlanta. That Mercedes Benz Stadium is really nice. You should take the trip there. The food and drinks are cheap. It's really good. It's really good. Check it out.
Yeah,
You'll
but the
love it.
Chick-fil-A is closed
No, I know. I
on
know. I
Sunday.
don't understand why it's in there. Oh, because they have soccer in there too. That's why. That's why. Soccer
I think
plays
it's
sad.
yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, I've only I haven't been to many stadiums. I've been to Lambeau. I've been to the old Metrodome in Minneapolis, and all I can,
Ooh, wow. That's been a long time ago.
all I can remember from the Metrodome in Minneapolis is it smelled like freaking like urine. It was disgusting. It was gross. But I don't know. College wise, I like Camp Randall, just the atmosphere. When you
Well,
get
oh yeah.
and in the third quarter, when the whole student section starts jumping around, that whole stadium legit shakes.
Oh
It's
yeah.
awesome.
100%. Yeah, the college aspect is always pretty choice, right? I mean, you're
Yeah,
talking to the guy that sings Rocky Top on Saturday as loud as he
yeah,
can. So it's an experience, and I find it a little sad because you and I have talked about this. College football is becoming NFL light, so
yeah.
and
It's like a
it's
farm system for NFL. Pretty soon, the kids are going to not even have to go to get an education, just go and play football and
right,
get paid for it, and then go into the draft.
100%. Yeah,
What's your final prediction for the NFC and AFC conference winners Super Bowl? I know we kind of discussed this last week on your show, but I kind of just want to get a little recap.
I think the Rams are going to come in. And remember, the Rams almost beat the Eagles last year in the playoffs. They almost had them. Uh, and so, but I think they're going to come in. They're going to win, and they're going to get to the Super Bowl. And I think they will be going against the Bills, and it's going to be a rough game because the Bills are going to be so hyped up or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think the Bills finally clutch platinum. I don't know how they do it. I hope it's not a wide right turn or something, a kick, because that would just be heartbreaking. And that I'll give it to him. That fan base has suffered enough. But I
Scott Norwood, baby, Scott Norwood.
Oh yeah, yeah, wide right. Oh, forever and ever, forever. Can you imagine going to 4 Super Bowls in a row? Hey, what do you got to show for it? Nothing. You got nothing. Just a bunch
Some
of Hall of Fame players.
Yeah, I remember those games, and that was pretty painful to watch. Was it Scott Norwood and just didn't Leon Let? No, Leon Let. He got chased down by Don Beebe, right? Remember that?
Yep, yep,
And that
yep,
was Beebe was on the Bills, correct?
yep. That is correct. I believe
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Now I got some little rapid fire list of fun NFL questions for you.
Oh God, help me! Here we go. All right,
Hey,
I'm
it's,
locked
it's,
in,
been,
boss.
it's
Let's
been
do
a, it's
this.
been a fun show so far.
I
I've
know. I'm
enjoyed
in.
it.
I'm in. Let's dance.
Packers or Bears?
Packers.
Dome or outdoor?
What?
Dome or outdoor?
I'd rather have outdoor. I like seeing the breast shoot out.
Kick return or pick six?
Oh, pick six. They're so pretty when they're like absolutely. We saw one today. You and I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
When they're clean like that, it's the best feeling in the world.
Best QB of all time.
The best quarterback of all time. To me, maybe you feel the same way. Montana was pretty flippin' fun to watch.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Joe Cool.
Yep. Favorite NFL snack?
I bend over backwards for the giant pretzel. Yeah.
The Colts pretzel? Do you see the Colts pretzel?
Oh, they look like big poop, like two turds like wrapped together. What were they thinking? Did they really think like that's bad marketing? Whoever decided like yes on that needs to be fired immediately. It looks like two Derrick Henry ponytails.
It's
Yeah.
just it's just crazy to like every year like teams. Oh, look at what the Packers are coming out with this year, or some whatever. And then there was one, I forgot what sport it was. I think it was baseball, where they had like that super long hot dog. It
Oh
was
yeah, the
Twitter or something
football.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just absolutely crazy. And then the cost of it is
Oh yeah.
absolutely
All right.
insane.
Here's your giant hot dog. That'll be $38.
Yeah,
And you're like, okay, just 3 hot dogs that are $5.
right. And start
Yeah.
sneaking in freaking stuff they can't scan. Sunday night or Monday night football?
Ooh, I really like Sunday night. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with Monday night, but I enjoy Sunday night football.
I would say Sunday night, but it depends on who's playing.
Yeah, no, that's
There's
100%.
some games that are just like what's even
Like
the
if
point?
it's got to be like Steelers and Ravens or something where they're going to try to kill each other, and we're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, turn it on. It
right.
doesn't matter. I don't care who wins. Just kill each other.
Snow game or rain game?
Oh, both are so much fun. I'll go snow game. I'll go
Yeah,
snow.
because snow game you don't get as drenched as you do in the rain.
Oh yeah,
If it
I've been
stays below freezing.
I've been through both. I have been through both, and I get. Yeah, you're right. I don't get as wet. I was just a pair of eyes under a hood, but you know.
Right. Which team has the best uniforms outside of the Titans? That, in your opinion?
Oh, I won't base it. I won't base it for you. You'll be fine. The best you. That's a good question. I really, really loved the Tampa Bay creamsicle. I
Yes.
thought that was a cool color, but I right under that, a 1A and 1B has to be those that sea foam, the Miami Dolphins, the old school Miami Dolphins uniforms. No, you can't do it. Oh man,
Right. Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
just
we could
thinking.
wear sea foam.
I know. I'm just thinking of all the old school uniforms, and yeah,
Yeah, but the creamsicle is definitely like tops for me. It was beautiful color.
for sure.
Mhm.
Touchdown dance or Lambeau leap?
Oh, for heaven's sake. You put me on the spot. There's been so many good ones.
Right.
I'll go leap because I'm a fan and I would love it if a player jumped up and I got to pat his back and stuff. So I'll go fan.
You probably throw a drink at him.
No, what do you think I am?
Favorite NFL rivalry?
You really can't get much better than the Ravens and Steelers. You really can't. When they start fighting, that's two working class teams. I would call the Bears a rivalry, but you keep kicking their butt over and over again. So it's not really like, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
uh,
was saying that last year. Then all of a sudden, we went 1-1 against them, and
well, yeah. Now you
then
gave
all
them
the
hope.
Bears fans
You let
acted
them
like
dream.
like they won the Super Bowl. You know,
Yeah.
so
So, but give me the Steelers and Ravens. I'm so mad anytime I see that on during the day. I said no, that needs to be Monday night, Sunday night. I want to watch them. Like you're talking about, my wife would come upstairs and go, "Are the Steelers and Ravens playing?" I'm like, "Oh yeah," and she would sit down and watch because at the end of almost every play, there's going to be like there's fouls on both teams, personal foul number 52,
yeah,
another personal foul, and they just keep going and going and going. Same
yeah.
with the Bengals too, though. To be honest.
The, the Steelers and Bengals
Bengals, any of them really.
yeah,
The Bengals. If the Bengals are good, boy, they get feisty out there with the best of them.
for
So,
sure.
mhm.
Draft day or Super Bowl Sunday.
I don't know. I'm really enjoying draft day right now. I have a great time. So that's two in a row, and I've already booked my hotel for Pittsburgh. So
Yeah,
we are ready to go.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
hmm
Who is the most clutch player ever?
I think of Janikowski. Janikowski was very clutch when he needed to kick. I think of we talked about him already. Joe Montana, very clutch when he needed to be. Goes to the post, all of that stuff. Um, Gee whiz, who was really clutch? Man, you got me racking my brain now. I don't know, man. When I watched Brady win that game with 17 seconds left on the clock, I was like, goodness gracious, nothing could stop this man. Um, I'll say Brady. I'll give him his flowers as much as I hate to give him his flowers. He has enough flowers, but Brady was pretty darn clutch when they needed something. So
Yeah, yeah. You can't. I mean, you can't deny he was clutch. I mean, look at he has the hardware to prove it. You know.
yeah, he's clutch. But boy, do I hate the son bitch.
Would you rather tailgate or watch at home? I think I know the question.
Ooh.
I don't know. I know the answer.
Who's
You probably
are people coming over? Like that? Like if you came down, I am taking you tailgating. You know what I mean? So I would say tailgate for me.
I'd be taking you tailgating because I'd be the DD.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Come on, buddy. I'm so happy you came to visit. Cut him off. No.
I'd be going. You married this guy?
Yeah. Yes.
Um, two more questions for you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Hot dogs or nachos at the
Hot
stadium?
dogs. Hot dogs. Give me hot dogs.
Do you
Give
put
me,
ketchup?
give me
Ketchup? No ketchup.
I don't do ketchup. I do mustard.
Absolutely.
If it's brats, I want my sauerkraut and I want my mustard on it. I'm going to cover that thing. It's going to be like Waffle House, chunked and whatever they call it.
Chicago dog is the best.
Oh yeah, whoo! They come around ever so often at my job here in a big truck, and I'm like, oh sweet, here we go.
Yeah, yeah,
Now that's a hot dog I'd pay $38 for. You
yeah.
know,
Time to stop at the hardware store after work and get some handlebars for the next on each side of my toilet seat so I don't go flying off.
Yeah, worth it. My
um,
wife holding my hand. You got to push, honey. You got. I don't want to push anymore. I don't want to push. It hurts.
if you could attend any NFL game in history, which one would it be?
Oh boy. Ooh. That's a big one. Oh man. It's gotta be that Super Bowl between the Steelers and Cardinals that went back and forth. 2013, I think.
Is
Larry
that where whatchamacallit had that catch in the back of
San
the end
Antonio,
zone?
yeah, the Holmes.
Antonio Holmes, yeah.
Before that, Larry Fitzgerald ran one all the way in. Oh my gosh. That was a great Super Bowl. It really was. I'd love to watch that. I'd just be there going, "What is going on?"
Right? For
uh,
sure.
mm-hmm.
You want to tell people where they can find you on the socials?
They find me right here. You're looking right at me. No, they get. You guys can come find me at Mr1stDown on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. Fanboys Unleashed will be live tonight in about 30 so minutes. Yeah, that's right. I stay consistent, baby. You can find me on Facebook at Fanboys Unleashed, where this lovely gentleman over here follows me as well and comments on my stuff. Sometimes he makes a joke of it, but it's still funny. And you can find me on Instagram with the same name, Fanboys Unleashed. You can find me on TikTok with the same name, Fanboys Unleashed. So we are making it work. And don't you just love the preseason game where they just show Cam Ward the whole time on the sideline while there's a game going on?
Right? Yeah. Who's announcing the game? Collinsworth?
No. The preseason's good. Yeah, right. Oh, look at Cam. Oh, he's so amazing.
I loved him at Miami, and he's just a great player for the state of Florida. And
Oh, yeah.
the corrupt team, Miami Hurricanes, and
Let's go ahead and see how much of that factors in. Oh, goose egg.
but no, I want to give a shout out to the Ope Network, Iowa
Oh, yeah.
Journal, for giving me the I guess the platform, whatever. To
Letting him do it.
I'm on X, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok.
I'm
To
on
make it to make it easy, you can just go to my YouTube profile and look under my links and just click on my link tree, and it has all my links on there. So just want to come find me there. It's free.
Oh,
It is free.
oh, I'll have to check that out.
But yeah, come find me there, and yeah, absolutely. I want to thank you for being on, Sam, and
Anytime.
we'll have to do it again here in the near future. And
Sure.
good luck to your.
I need a
Titans
permanent
and,
password so I can just jump on during the show. Hey, what are you guys doing?
I'll send you a link to random shows that
Yeah, it's the random show. Like I'm like, hey, what's going on? What
I might do a show one of these nights where I have like multiple guests on. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of fun. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
I
in.
think it'd be cool like if like say like the Packers are playing like the Titans, and we could do like a live broadcast.
Oh yeah, watch along. Yeah, would involve me going. Why did you do that?
Yeah, no, I've thought of live streaming, but I don't know. I sometimes I get too into the games, and
oh, I'm the same way. Yeah, the F-bombs start to flow. Let the hate flow through you.
all of a sudden it's like Aaron Rodgers on the sideline with his Microsoft Touch. He's just throws it off to the side, or the whatever. But yeah, like you said, you're on in a half an hour with Fanboys Unleashed.
Yeah, if I don't fall asleep, yes, I'll be.
Well, I'll be sending you comments. Sound good?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about this game and heck, whatever else I want to talk about. I guess.
Awesome.
Who's going to stop me? I'm a madman.
Right. All right, man. Well, take care and thanks a lot. I appreciate it, and I'll see you down the road.
All right, see you, bud.
See ya.